Welcome to Intuitive Wisdom Tarot. My name is Jen. I'm going to pull some cards for earth signs. So if you are Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, sun, moon, or rising, there will be a message here for you. If that's you, gently tap the thumbs up button to let me know. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. And let's jump in. Right, we're going to start with a Wisdom of the Oracle, just to get a general message to start your read. Let's see what the universe has for you for this next week. All right, we are getting higher power, number 4. All right, this feels very spiritual. There's a very angelic quality with the fact that there are all these purples and pinks. There are some images that we can see of like human form. This top one has like a key right there at your third eye. So there's going to be a lock unlocked, maybe some epiphanies, some higher knowledge that's coming through, you tapping into you and your higher power this week. We're going to go ahead and read the message from the guidebook. You get that for you. Here we go. Our essential meanings. We have conscious contact with the higher power, the presence of the divine, seeing source energy in all things, committing to a partnership with spirit. Our oracle message for this week. This card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which a higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all? How can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. All right, so I'm getting some like light worker vibes. I'm getting some higher power working through you this week. There is a purpose to you achieving goals for yourself, but it's directly aligned with the human collective. So knowing what you're working on and what you're doing, there's going to be messages coming through from the higher power, from your higher self, spirit, nature, any of those things. So keep your eye open, because whatever questions you may be questioning as well, answers are coming through this week, and it's going to be coming through from a higher power. Ooh, I like it. All right, nice energy to start our read off. All right, let's go ahead and jump into tarot and let's see what we are getting for you for this next week. All right, we are starting with the Queen of Swords. This is the energy you are embodying as we walk into this read. We have the Five of Cups. This is the energy that you are co-creating or manifesting. We have the Lovers. This is the energy of how you're able to call in this manifestation. And then we have the Knight of Swords, which is advice from Spirit. All right, Earth signs. There you are sitting in a very good space. There's some clarity on what you're doing. There's clarity. There are some things that you are going to be healing and some alignments, and that's great, because I think this is really tying into the fact that you've called in some questions or called in some answers. The questions that you've questioned, they're coming through. Now, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Ten of Swords. So underneath it all, you are ending this cycle. You're ending a cycle that could very well have been a little toxic. There could have been lots of hurts. Many things may be said to you, or you saying certain things to yourself, but underneath it all, it's ending. Okay. This is a card of death. I mean, we see this young person here clearly impaled by all of these swords. Typically people don't come up from this. However, there is definitely a new horizon. So we know these clouds are parting. There's a new dawn dawning. So something, a cycle that could have been very rough for you is ending. Let it die. That's the big message. Let it die and rise again in your new dawn. And that's really where you're at. So this higher power is letting you know that, yes, I'm going to help guide you as you go along. You're walking into this next week as the Queen of Swords energy. Now, this is all about intellect, all about the mind. She is one of the highest powers of the suit of swords. She is the feminine quality. Feminine is all about receptivity, nurturing, guiding, knowing and internalizing. So she is an intellectual. She is clear on where and what she wants to do. And that's because clarity has come to her. She has called it in, and she's open and letting this come through. There very well could be a conversation that you are wanting to have with somebody. So you're walking into this week saying, yep, I'm calling in this strength to be able to communicate. And I'm communicating my needs, my wants, my desires, setting boundaries. That's where you're at as you're starting this next week. Okay. You are really sure of your emotions. Now, she is not a mean queen. She just is clear. She's confident and she knows what she's feeling. She's investigated that, but she's not going to let those cloud her judgment when it comes to having to maybe establish routines, boundaries, communications, expectations. So you're sitting in a very stable, sturdy, clear-headed energy as you're walking into this next week. What you are co-creating or manifesting is healing, letting go of what this was, allowing it to go. Whether it was something that you wanted to leave or not, you are coming to final acceptance. There's a level of radical acceptance for some of you out there because it wasn't something that you wanted it to go. It was whatever the situation was. It could have very well been a relationship. There could have been a third party situation. We have 3 cups here, and it was something that was really tough for you. You also could have been like, I'm done with this, and you kicked over those cups on your own. So it could have been, I'm letting go of whatever this emotion was. Now, with all losses, no matter what, there is a level of grief that you're going to have to deal with. There are emotional attachments to all of the things that happen in our life, whether they're routines, whether they are people, whether they are connections, things that we have built an emotional connection with. You are grieving that. But you are saying, yes, because I know there's something better, bigger, and more for me. So I'm going to be ready to pick up these cups and move on. Head forward. And the fact that you are sitting in a very clear-headed mind space, it's helping you to be able to say, you know, I'm going to allow myself to grieve this, but I'm not going to let it linger. That's because I know that along with this new mindset, this clarity that has been called in and that I'm sitting in right now, I'm going to pick these up and I'm going to make clear-headed decisions. And my cups, I'm going to protect them and make sure that, again, I'm setting up those boundaries that I might need to as I'm moving forward with these two. This very well could be a new relationship. Maybe this was clearing of drama, third-party drama, and now it's like, we're done and over with that. Let's let that group go, and now it's just you and I. Let's go build something great together. And that's really what you're calling in as we move into this next week. What's going to help you get there is the Lovers. Now, again, this very well could have been a relationship that you have called in, but there's an alignment here. The person that you are aligning with is somebody who has the same values, the same understanding, maybe the same goals of what you want. So this new relationship is going to be one that really could be guided by higher power. We have an angel here, and this is really signifying that there's a spiritual quality to this. Now, this very well could be you and your higher self. Could be that you are now aligning. So you are starting to trust that voice or trust those signs and synchronicities that are coming from the higher power to say, yep, I'm moving forward. I'm trusting myself. Some of you could be empaths yourselves. You could be very intuitive. And this week, you are now joining and understanding, and there's an alignment coming as you're continuing to walk down your path. There are some energies of just like guidance, but you are trusting yourself and knowing that you know what's best for you. That's a big message. You know what's best for you. And that's what the universe is saying. Do what's best for you. Grab your lover's hand. Walk on together. Be vulnerable, but help support each other as you go. These signs and synchronicities are aligned to what you are wanting to manifest, what you are wanting to get. For you and your higher self, you're being guided by a higher power. I mean, that's a big sign here. And it's for healing. There's a lot of healing energy that I feel, but it's clear. It's like, I've been through the ringer. Okay. I'm letting it go. And you're just saying, I'm done. I'm letting it go. I'm going to walk forward. I might be vulnerable. I might cry as I go along the way, but I know I'm safe, and I know that Spirit is going to guide me. Advice from our universe is the Knight of Swords. This is a fast, clear, I know exactly which way I'm going. And that is what's being advised. The universe is saying, charge forward. The only thing it's suggesting is that make sure that your alignment is what is aligned for your future. Okay, as we notice this knight is charging into our past. If we take a look, they're charging into our past. Everything that's happened in your past, let it go, let it die. It's time for you to charge forward, make and write that new story. This is all about, again, writing, planning, intellect, envision that next, your future, envision what you're looking like, but do it boldly, do it fast. Not fast like, oh, because it's going to come, but I mean, charge forward. That's what the universe is saying. Now, as earth signs, you can be very stubborn. I'm just going to say that. But it's really wanting, like the universe is really wanting you to know, like, have some flexibility. Yes, your planning and all of those things are great. Trust yourself. Go fast because you know exactly what you need to do. You are very perceptive on crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Trust yourself to know that you will know what to do as you're moving forward. All right. Ooh. All right. Earth signs. There's some healing coming through, but a lot of clarity and a lot of just some higher power guidance. So be open. Open your senses. Let that in. Trust yourself as you're going along the way. Again, please like, subscribe for more intuitive wisdom. Until we meet again, with much love and appreciation, be well. Have a good week. Bye-bye.